Chapter 8, Part 3, Training and Development. Training and Developing Employees. After studying this chapter, you should be able to 1. Describe the basic training process. 2. Describe and illustrate how you do go about identify training requirements. 3. Explain how to distinguish between problems you can fix with training and those you can't. 4. Explain how to use 5 training techniques. Orienting employees. Employee orientation. A procedure for providing new employees with basic background information about the firm. Orientation contents. Information on employee benefits, personal policies, the daily routine, company organization and operations, safety measures and regulations, faculties tower. Successful orientation should accomplish 4 things for new employees. Make them feel welcome and at ease. Help them understand the organization in a broad sense. Make clear to them what is expected in terms of work and behavior. Help them begin the process of becoming socialized into the firm's ways of acting and doing things. The training process. Training. The process of teaching new employees the basic skills they need to perform their jobs. The strategic context of training. Performance management. The process employers use to make sure employees are working towards organizational goals. Web-based training, distance learning-based training, cross-cultural diversity training. The training and development process. Needs analysis. Identify job performance skills needed. Assess prospective trainer skills and develop objective. Instructional design. Produce the training program's contents, including workbooks, exercises and activities. Presenting try out the training to a small representative audience. Implement the program. Actually training the targeted employee group. Evaluation. Assesses the program is success of failures. Make the learning meaningful. At the start of training, provide a bird's eye view of the material to be presented of faculties learning. Use a variety of familiar examples. Organize the information so you can present it logically and in meaningful units. Use terms and concepts that are already familiar to trainers. Use as many visual aids as possible. Skills transfer is maximize the similarity between the training situation and the work situation. Provide adequate practice. Label or identify each feature of the machine and or step in the process. Direct the trainer's attention to important aspects of the job. Provide heads up preparatory information that leads trainers know they might happen back on motivate the learner. Pupils learn best by doing so. Provide as much realistic practice as possible. Trainers learn best when the trainers immediately reinforce correct responses. Trainers learn best at their own pace. Create a perceived training needs in the trainers' minds. The schedule is important too. The learning curve goes down late in the day. Less than full day training is most effective. Analyzing training needs. Task analysis. A detailed study of a job to identify the specific skills required, especially for new employees. Performance analysis. Verifying that there is a performance deficit and determining whether that deficit should be corrected through training or through some other means, such as transferring the employee. Training methods. On the job training (OJT). Having a person learn a job by actually doing the job. OJT methods. Coaching or understudy. Job rotations. Special assignments. Advantage. Inexpensive. Immediate feedback. Steps in OJT. Step 1. Prepare the learning. Put the learner at ease. Relieve the tension. Explain why he or she is being taught. Create interest. Encourage questions. Find out what the learner already knows about this or other jobs. Explain the whole job and relate it to some job the worker already knows. Place the learner as close to the normal working position as possible. Familiarize the worker with equipment, materials, tools, and trade terms. Step 2. Present the operation. Explain the quantity the quality required. Go through the job at the normal work pace. Go through the job at a slow pace several times, explaining each step. Between operations, explain the difficult parts or those in which errors are likely to be made. Again, go through the job at a slow pace several times. Explain the key points. Have the learner explain the steps as you go through the job at a slow pace. Step 3. Do a tryout. Have the learner go through the job several times solely, explaining each step to you. Correct mistakes and, if necessary, do some of the complicated steps the first few times. Run the job at the normal pace. Have the learner do the job gradually, building up skill and speed. As soon as the learner demonstrates ability to do the job, let the work begin, but don't abandon him or her. Step 4. Follow up. Designate to whom the learner should go for help. Gradually decrease supervision, checking work from time to time. Agents quality and quantity standards, correct factually work patterns before they become a habit, show why the learned method in superior, complement good work, encourage the worker until he or she is able to meet the quality and quantity standards. Apprenticeship training, a structured process by which people become skilled workers through a combinations of a classroom instruction and on-the-job training.